Kenyans, we are on our own. Supreme Court rules Finance Act 2023 is constitutional. Tumeisha sisi. Anyway, the Supreme Court of Kenya on Tuesday overturned the Court of Appeal's judgment on the 2023 Finance Bill, terming it constitutional. The lower courts had ruled that the Finance Act 2023 was unconstitutional after the shelving of the 2024 version. Petitioners argued that public participation was not lawfully conducted, and as such, the pieces of legislation was null and void. The Supreme Court, however, ruled that public participation in the Finance Act 2023 was lawfully conducted. The preliminary objection on this court jurisdiction is overruled, ruled the Supreme Court, adding, we hereby set aside the Court of Appeal's finding declaring the entire Finance Act 2023 unconstitutional. This consolidated appeal concerned the legislative processes leading to the enactment of the Finance Bill upon receiving presidential assent on June 26, 2023. The Supreme Court, in its verdict, however, upheld the two findings issued by the Court of Appeal. We uphold the question relating to Section 84 Affordable Housing Levy introduced by the Finance Act 2023 before the Court of Appeal was moot, the Supreme Court said. Nonetheless, the Apex Court upheld the Court of Appeal's ruling that Section 76 and 78 of the Act amending Section 7 of the Kenya Roads Act and Section 87 of the Act amending Section 28 of the Unclaimed Financial Assets Act as unconstitutional, as they were neither incidental nor directly connected to the money bill. A total of 11 petitions were lodged before the High Court by the 49 respondents, all of which challenged the constitutionality of the Finance Act 2023. The petitioners argued that parts of the Finance Act 2023 Act went beyond the scope of a money bill as defined in Article 114 of the Constitution. They also pointed out that the legislative process of the constitution of the bill lacked concurrence from both the speakers of the National Assembly and the Senate. According to the petitioners, the Senate did not consider the bill despite it containing matters touching on county governments. The petitioners also submitted that the law was not subjected to public participation at the devolved units arguments, which the Supreme Court ruled out. The Court of Appeal had dismissed the contentions of the Affordable Housing Levy and Statutory Instruments Act as being moot. Additionally, it dismissed the cross appeals for being devoid of merit, except to the extent that the High Court misconstrued its jurisdiction under Article 165 in holding that it had no jurisdiction to intervene in police matters. The cross appeal had sought an order to have all taxes collected from the date of enactment of the act be refunded to the public. Ewa Kenya tumeisha sisi. So who is this court? Ask yourself. Nani koti? Kama koti ingine, Court of Appeal imesema ni unconstitutional. Supreme Court wamesema ni constitutional. Hey, yawa Kenyans. Hai. Ametumaliza, 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 ametumaliza. Huyu Ruto ametumaliza. Hey guys, this is so serious. Utamu wa kusoma hiki ni comment section tuone how Kenyans reacted. The three arms of the government of the Republic of Kenya are playing a very good role moving this country forward. All arms of government against wananchi. Total confusion in this country. Walikuwa wanangoje 2025 fike. Wamenunuliwa. Okay, let's go ahead with it. But this government is in dark black forest. Pongezi Supreme Court. Public participation was lawfully conducted. The question is, what was the take of the public on that thing? Mother Koome, really? Where are we ending? Hatuna mtetezi. Mungu wangu, me personally I fought for this government, but I regret. Save your cream. What's that? Si Gen Z walikata hama hii ni gani? The way I see it, even kesi ya DP pia iko na shida unless the lawyers plays hard. Definitely kesi ya DP hakuna mahali inaenda. For those people wenye hawaelewi kesi ya DP hakuna mahali inaenda. People need to know that the court is an arm of government and no justice comes out of it. Public against dissatisfaction can only be channeled efficiently on the streets. The judiciary is captured by the executive. Even Rigathi's lawyers are wasting time. All of a sudden, everything by the government is perfect according to the judiciary. Soon they will rule corruption is constitutional. Welcome to Kenya, where the president is the executive, legislature, and the judiciary is really overworking. What do you expect from Madam Hot Air? Supreme Court is the genesis of problems. This is what I was expecting. And now truthful man think if we get justice? Hell no. We don't have anybody to help us. We don't have anybody to fight for us. We don't have powers and money to make our voices being heard. We are in our own. Let there be what it will be. So it was unconstitutional and now it's constitutional. It's called Lairais effect. State capture. We don't have a judiciary in Kenya. We have a kangaroo court. We are on our own. Round 2 loading coming soon. It will be bigger, massive, explosive, and we will, if it kills everyone whom it will learn. Over 90% of citizens said no to housing levy. Now that you eat the same table with the executive, it's constitutional. All right. History will judge harshly. This is good news indeed. Court is making ruling as per the people choice. SHA has brought a lot of stability in health sector. The privatization of state corporation is also applies to country economy. May courts rule all cases against the government in their favor. Freedom is here with us. Corruption should be declared constitutional as well. This woman is either afraid of Sakayo or they have some business together. This court can rule anything as constitutional or unconstitutional so long as it's in favor of William Ruto. Then they can rule extending term limit from 5 years to 7 years be constitutional. Even Sakayo abducting and killing should be constitutional too. Now we will go back to the streets. The day I will leave Kenya, I will not even think of coming back. Yani wa Kenya, guys, to be honest, hapo ndio Wakenya tumefikia. Yaani mpaka Mkenya anasema ile siku ataondoka Kenya, akienda anaendanga aangalii nyuma. My question ni, who is this arms of the government? Because hakuna vile court of appeal itasema it's unconstitutional and then one court ikuje iseme ni constitutional. Does it make sense, guys? Ama ni mimi nina overthink? Does it make sense according to you? Do you think it makes sense like court of appeal walisema ilikuwa unconstitutional? Mother Koome na group yake wamesema ilikuwa constitutional. As Kenyans, where are we heading? Guys, sometimes mimi ukaa hivi maka najiuliza maswali mingi sana nashindwa what to do. Because at the end of the day, zile vituko zenye zinaendelea Kenya, only God knows. Only God knows, guys. Na Wakenya, trust me, kama tuwezi tukajikomboa sisi wenyewe, hakuna mtu atakuja kutukomboa. Hakuna mtu atakuja kutukomboa. Tutakuwa tukilia, tulie, tutoke kulia hapo, tuchoke, tupige nduru, tufanye nini, but at the end of the day, Ruto hawezi akatusikia, guys. Trust me, hawezi akatusikia. But anyway, I don't know, what's your take or what's your opinion after listening to this yenye wamesema finance bill ilikuwa constitutional? Are you supporting ama you are surprised, you are shocked, umeshindwa cha kusema? Anyway, I can say thank you so much. See you in our next video.